decided to take the trailer out of it and just drag them to slow them down.
Right. Which I think is better anyway because it's more destructive that way.
I've seen that actually. They do that at Riverhead also once in a while.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. So, for those of you, Vinny's our guy that books people from out of the area for us. And we text.
Every time I go to Riverhead, I try to find new drivers for you.
Our guest is hanging out with us. Typical teenager has got her phone open texting. So we're having this. So Johnny was kind of.
Usually when I'm on the show, I'm very unrated, but tonight I'm being very mild tonight.
You are actually being very mild tonight, which I appreciate because this is a family show. Last time we had you on here. I would have liked to have had a beep button. So, but every word would have been beep 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 beep. So Vinny, I got a question for you, Vinny. What about your Jersey Shore? Did you get a chance to be on that?
Believe it or not, I turned it down. The reason being is because when I went to the casting call for MTV's Jersey Shore, they actually called me up to be on the casting call.
Right.
They said they liked my casting call so much they wanted to give me my own show.
Right.
They said, forget the Jersey Shore, they wanted to give me my own show. But with that, they wanted to put cameras in my house, and they wanted to put cameras on my property, and they wanted my whole family involved in it, not just me. And I told them there's no way in hell I'm going to be able to have my kids on there, and there's no way in hell I'm going to have cameras on my property or in my house. I told them if they want to follow me, they can do that, but I just can't have cameras on my property, because right now I'm going through a court struggle with my ex-wife. Because I have custody.
Right, yeah. And I don't think you want your ex-wife dirty laundry being put out over the TV anyway. Probably not, huh, Vinny?
That's quite okay. I really don't care.
Well, hey, listen, we got about 10 minutes left, and I want to talk about our sponsors. Or a sponsor, we have S&K Automotive sponsoring us tonight out of Lakeport. We'd like to thank him for all the. If I can get to his paperwork here. We have S&K Automotive located in Lakeport. The number to call in for that to get all your mechanical needs is 707-263-3542. And when you go in, and we're still giving away a free oil change too, so no one has tried to call in for that. And speaking of calling, our call-in number is 707-320-1965. Again, that's 707-320-1965. So call us in. We got some prizes for you too, courtesy of Airport Auto Brokers late models. These wonderful T-shirts here you see. Why don't I wonder if I can take this off so we can let people see what they look like, huh?
I've got the old one.
Aren't you wearing one, Vinny?
I'm
Vinny.
Vinny, yeah.
Yeah, you're not Vinny.
Shannon, hey, I'm already called in. You can send me a free oil change. That would be great.
But you live all the way over there. By the time you get up here and by the time you get back, you're going to need another oil change.
Well, you can stop off and be on the show live.
But these are the hats. These are the awesome looking hats here you can see on camera. Airport Auto Brokers late models with the white fire and all that. And then, of course, this is the T-shirt that T-shirts that we're giving away to our callers. Isn't that nice looking? Airport Auto Brokers late models. It's got the late model car in the front, and if you turn it over, you can actually see the back of it, which has got the sponsors and all the names, Kevin Oster and Mike Lavelle. And how do they end up getting your name on there? Because
my name's not on there.
How do they play you by not putting it on there? Is what I want to know.
Because I'm not a past champion winner or a race car driver.
Well, but you flag for it.
Yeah, that's.
You can tell Bob Cook to put your name on there next time.
Wow.
You're the starter, but yeah, these are the hats too.
I'm under contract.
Call in and win those. The number is 707-320-1965. We have about 5 minutes left in the show. We're gonna get back to Vinny. Vinny the Guido.
You got a picture with me. What happened to him?
Yeah.
If I can tear these guys away from their conversation for 2 seconds. We're having a side conversation over here, Vinny. As if I had enough trouble with tech issues, we got a side conversation going on top of the show. So.
Be the last girl you have on the show, won't it? I just sit there and talk to the girls.
Yeah, the last girl I have on the show.
See, the benefit of our show, Vinny, is that I get to sit there next to the pretty girl and talk to the girl.
Yeah.
Oh, are you lucky?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'm sitting next to her, too. We're both sitting next to her.
But he's working and we're talking.
No, I got to interview a very pretty lady last night on the Unrated Hour. I interviewed none other than Shelly Martinez, who used to be Ariel and the manager of Kevin Thorne in WWE ECW. And
I heard about that, and real quick, for those of you who don't already know Vinny the Guido, again, he is a manager for professional wrestling. He is a major radio personality. We always have him on the show because he brings New York flavor to us. And so he has one of his shows that he's involved with is called the Unrated Hour. Is that correct?
Yes, and it's, you can reach us at www.blogtalkradio.com/official. www.blogtalkradio.com/the Unrated Hour. So this Sunday we're doing.
Wait a minute, real quick. Blog Talk Radio, the old that's the old home of the Checkered Flag.
Yep.
We're called the Checkered Flag Radio Show, and Vinny, believe it or not, Vinny was the man behind getting us on Blog Talk Radio. For those of you who don't know, I had spoken with Vinny about doing my own radio show, and he's the one that got us hooked up with Blog Talk and got me hooked up with all the right people and where to sign in at. And so, we definitely credit Vinny for that. And we spent some we had him on Blog Talk twice and everything else, and has his own show. So continue, Vinny.
Hey, and look where it got you now. You're doing great now.
Now we're on TV. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Right.
Really good now. But I'll tell you, this Sunday we're doing
when we become a big star, we'll have to be like, Vinny the Guido, who? I don't think the name rings a bell. No, I'm just kidding. We love you, Vinny.
This Sunday we got none other than Mickie James, former WWE Women's Champion, is going to be on the Unrated Hour this Sunday.
And what happened, Vinny? What happened to? For those of you who are wondering what this has to do with racing, is professional wrestling has a lot to do with auto racing. They've actually intermixed. Vinny, we talked about it before. You probably remember the TNA versus the NASCAR Stars, the battle royal they did at TNA Wrestling.
Yes, absolutely. In fact, there's even monster trucks that are named after wrestlers.
Oh, not only that, Vinny, you may have heard, and I've seen it too, that the truck series. We have only a couple minutes left, so we'll have to get real quick. The truck series, Vinny, the truck series in NASCAR, the NASCAR Nationwide, has an actual Jeff Hardy truck from TNA. It's out on. You can find it on my Facebook. On the Checkered Flag Talk Show, just type in the Checkered Flag Talk Show Facebook, and the picture's on there. It's a real awesome looking one, and the die cast is out, and so yeah, pro wrestling and racing go hand in hand. Yeah, I know the dragsters have had a Triple H car, an NHRA.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They do.
2 minutes. And
believe it or not, a lot of wrestlers are racing fans too. So
yes, they are, and as a matter of fact, we've talked about it before, and if I can remember his name, he had his own wrestling promotion. We talked about it before. Not Denny Hamlin, not Daryl. Well, Daryl Hammond actually got in the ring and wrestled in TNA. But who was it that had his own? Hermie Sadler. Hermie Sadler has a thing called Hermie's Hot Seat, and with TNA, and Hermie Sadler had his own professional wrestling promotion called AWA.
UWF, wasn't it?
UWF, and he had people like Booker T up in there. He had Booker T actually training his guys. He was using Booker T before he shut it down because he went back into racing full time in the economy. But it's definitely gone hand in hand.
And hey, I work in the wrestling business, but I also know my motor car racing as well. So
I know you do. That's why we have you book our guys from out of the area, and we have about a minute left. We have 5. Okay, we still have 5 minutes. Okay, Vinny, tell us who you got on, and I've already called them. We're just working on ironing out the details. Tell the fans who you got on our show. You got a couple guys from Riverhead Raceway calling in.
Yes, I do. I don't have the list with me right now, but I think one of them. Well, you have the list of the names that I sent you, right? Because I don't have the list on you.
Oh yeah, we have them on Facebook, and I'm not in front of the Facebook right now. But at a later show, we'll definitely announce the names. But he's got us a couple guys, a late model. You're gonna like this. One of them is a late model driver from over there. And this is NASCAR sanctioned, NASCAR Riverhead Raceway, and you got us one of them is a legend driver. And like I said, we've already had Jason Sanlewski on there, which was cool. So.
And I'll be getting a lot more too. You guys will be getting more people from me.
Oh yeah. So back on your. Sorry to interrupt you, Vinny. Back on your. Because I didn't think we had that much time left. We have about 4 minutes. Back on your show on the Unrated Hour. So who is it that you have on this Sunday? And weren't you going to have Shark Boy? What happened to Shark Boy?
Shark Boy is this Tuesday. We had to reschedule with him. We're going to have him this Tuesday.
Okay.
This Sunday we got Mickey James, and just last night we interviewed Shelly Martinez, who used to be Selena's in TNA, and she was Ariel, who is the vampire manager of Kevin Thorne in ECW WWE, and the list goes on and on. I mean, we've interviewed Stone Cold Steve Austin, we've interviewed Ken Anderson. I mean, if you go to our link of www.blogtalkradio.com/the
We
unrated.
got to get you some race car drivers on the Unrated Hour, man. We got to get you some, because that's not just about wrestling. You cover
Exactly.
you cover a wide variety of things.
Right now, we're in talks with Eminem's producer. We might be getting Eminem, possibly. We also do all sorts of different of entertainment. It's not just pro wrestling.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We'll have to return the favor. We'll have to get you some race car drivers to call in on your show on the Unrated Hour. We'll have to return the favor.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, right on. So, Vinny, what is your one of the questions I had for you is you've been involved in wrestling for so long. What is it that most intrigued you about the racing world? 'Cause you're kind of a newbie fan, aren't you? Or you've been a fan for a while?
I've been a fan for a long time.
Okay.
In fact, my friend used to work at the Daytona racetrack, and he was working there to make money for school, because he went to aviation school in Daytona, and he was working at the racetrack to pay for his college or whatever. And he was actually one of the vendors in the stands, and he was actually standing right next to, he was up on the stands, right where the same wall where Dale Earnhardt crashed and died, and he saw the whole thing right in front of his face.
Yeah, you told us that. I remember that.
Yes.
When we had you on the last show.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. I've always was a racing fan. Even though I was always in wrestling, I was always a racing fan. But it's very expensive to own, to have cars and stuff like that. Even with sponsors, it's still expensive, So it's.
Well, yeah. That's one of the things that we've when you've had a lot of our guests on the show here, we've talked to them about is their sponsors that the fact that it really makes the world go round in racing is without sponsors we wouldn't have it. And I've seen, and I want to ask you about out there in Jersey, but I've seen quite a fan decline here as far as how many fans used to be in the seats. I mean, how is it out there in Jersey?
Well, in Long Island, New York, it's still very popular.
Hey, we're going to have to let you go, buddy. We have 30 seconds. Thanks for being on the show, man. Don't forget to come join us this Saturday. Modifieds, Bandoleros, Legend Cars, Pro 4s, and Bombers. And, of course, thanks to Katie Miller for being on the show. And thanks to Johnny Miskell. And, of course, call us 707-320-1965. We still have those prizes to give away. You can call in anytime, even after the show. Little people answering the phones. So, all right. Thank you. Thanks for being on, Vinny.
Thanks, Vinny.
All right.
No problem. Anytime.
All right.
See you guys later. Be good. Ciao.
Oh. Well, that's why we have editing.
Adrenaline rush now. Adrenaline rush now.